The nature of motorcyclists or bikers, a lot of them were older, a lot of them were Vietnam veterans. Eventually, we had one of the gentlemen, his name was Drew. He got sick. He went into liver failure and was in the VA hospital. So we put up a little white erase board that said, please pray for Drew. Well, they came over and they said, you can't have that on the podium because you're kind of stepping on the toes of the prayer team.
That
It should
doesn't
be
make any sense.
I know, right? We said, it's one of our guys. We're just asking the church and the people to pray for one of our guys. They said, well, you need to take that down if you want the prayer ministry to be praying for them. And I said, okay, I think we need to meet with the pastor. I mean, I was there for 2 years and I had never met the senior pastor face to face. So I called a meeting with him. One, he didn't know my name. He didn't know who I was. And two, the whole time I tried to talk to him, he was on his computer paying bills. And so he wasn't even really paying attention. But ultimately, he would send his associate pastor, not the one that rode with us. He would sit down with our motorcycle ministry, and he told us that based on the amount of parking spaces we take up with our motorcycles, that we're not tithing enough.
You got to be kidding.
Yeah, in other words, we weren't paying like membership
So
dues.
they knew who was tithing and who wasn't tithing?
They did.
Oh.
Yes. And so it was just motorcycle ministry wide. And so they told us that we have 2 weeks to decide whether or not we want to tithe enough or find another church. Well, that wasn't a difficult decision. And so that was my first experience with church hurt. It was like, wait a minute. You don't want me to pray for people that are sick. You don't want us to be seen. You continue to hide us and push us away. And now it's either pay more or leave. And so I just said, this isn't Jesus to me. This isn't the Jesus of the Bible. This isn't what I understood who Jesus to be when I was at the Alliance Church back at home.